Big news for small businesses. According to the Biden administration, a record 5.5 million new small business applications were filed in just 2023. That number signals a huge boom for entrepreneurs and small businesses here in the U.S. Joining us now to discuss is the administrator of the Small Business Administration, Isabel Casillas. Guzman, welcome. Good to have you here with us.
It's great to be here.
So those are some big numbers that you hear right there. And I guess what's the big takeaway when you see that 5.5 million small business loan applications that just in 2023 alone?
Yeah, and it's been now 17.2 million since the start of the Biden administration. New York, 1 million. So it's a great small business boom. People are jumping in, starting businesses.
And that, that's what we want to obviously talk more about the tri-state area here. You've got more than 1.6 million of those applications, as you mentioned, from this area here. What's the sector where it's thriving the most for small businesses locally here?
Interestingly, it's been across all sectors over the past few years. And across the country as well, where whatever state I travel to, we see these new businesses jumping in and starting, which reflects optimism in the economy.
And you'll spend the rest of your day, you'll visit some of these small businesses. Is there something, I don't know, is there something to seeing like the kind of the mom and pop, the small businesses that do thrive? We want to see all companies thrive, of course, but to be able to see people that have really kind of taken, whether it's their savings or just kind of built from the ground up, being successful.
And having roundtables with small businesses, it's really helpful for us to know what the challenges are, what the opportunities are, so that the SBA can step in and help.
What are the biggest challenges right now that you're hearing?
Yeah, well, I mean, I think obviously we see this, positive with new starts, positives with the historic investments in the economy. Those are contracts for small businesses. Those are opportunities to, for small contractors to, do energy efficiency in homes. We want small businesses to plug into those. Some of the challenges, clearly inflationary pressures. Over the past, they've had problems workforce-wise, and so retaining their employees is really a big focus, and what they can do to strengthen their workforce.
Are there different concerns here in, let's say, the tri-state area than if you were to go to other parts of the country? I know obviously rent and things like that, people lament about that, and we have something called congestion pricing, which you may have not heard of. Small business owners who again are sometimes working week to week, paycheck to paycheck, just try to keep the lights on, have to deal with a lot of other things that a lot of other businesses around the country don't deal with.
That's right. I mean, I think there's nuances locally everywhere. I mean, in some places it could be a lack of business, a lack of revenues. There's obviously strong tourism here, strong a lot of things.
Foot traffic help.
That's positive.
Yeah. Let me talk about Black, Latino, and women business ownership. That has grown rapidly. And what do you see as kind of the sign for such an increase in those categories? We
see record numbers. The Black businesses have doubled in terms of the number of households who have businesses. And, really the face of entrepreneurship has been changing for the last 10 years. Really, looking at how communities are thriving, how their main streets are being built up by local businesses getting started.
Do you see, though, like what's the reasoning behind that? Like what was all of a sudden kind of like this groundswell of it doesn't just have to be one group, it can be everybody going out there and starting up something.
Well, I do think making sure that we have the capital for everybody and trying to clear those barriers, it's been a priority of the Biden-Harris administration. So we've doubled the amount of lending, for example, to Black businesses. We've focused on underserved, which is rural, veterans, low income, as well as women and people of color. Filling those gaps, creating opportunities, creating revenue growth opportunities, that's what spurs entrepreneurship.
I know when we talk to small business owners, it's some of the things that I'm talking about that they do lament about. Also now, when you see inflation numbers are coming down, of course, but month to month, the numbers just came out the other day as far as the consumer price index in March. It rose 3.5%. And I know that obviously hits small business owners a lot more than it does the big corporations and the big companies. So what do you tell them to kind of alleviate that additional pressure that always exists of some of those prices still being above what they should be?
Right. I mean, it's two sides of the equation, and really focusing on that revenue growth for small businesses to make sure that they can operate and sustain during this time, as well as operational efficiencies and getting digital and using the tools that are available. And our resource partners that are on the ground across New York and across this region really can be helpful.
Yeah, the pandemic, another an item that hurt small businesses probably more than anyone. And you hear the horror stories of all of these businesses having to shutter. There has been a rebound.
That's right.
And how encouraging has that been? What signs have you seen for that rebound to actually have come full circle?
Well, we took a historic shift in the Biden-Harris administration to really try to meet the needs of these small businesses, make sure they could sustain, because the pandemic was continuing. They were still suffering. So to continue relief and provide the PPP and restaurant relief as well as other resources really helped them survive, pivot, adapt so that they could be here today.
Is there additional help that these small businesses need, or do you feel as though we've emerged from that malaise that existed due to the pandemic?
Oh, they've been hit so many times in terms of having to be resilient, whether that was supply chain disruptions, pandemic, as well as workforce challenges. But the small businesses and their resilience is what's their key to survival, and that's what the resources in SBA are about. It's affordable capital. It's the technical knowledge and know-how to be able to grow your business.
Do you ever find that some of these small businesses, when you meet them, don't realize that the help that exists for them is out there, that all you have to do is ask, and the worst you can hear is no, but there are opportunities for them when they think all is lost?
That's our challenge, Chris. So glad I'm here, because small businesses really need to know we're part of their team. We're here to help. These are free resources, tons of different types of centers, women's business centers, small business development centers, veteran centers. Reach out to SBA.gov, and we have different types of lenders as well. One no doesn't mean, or one advisor that you don't align with doesn't mean that we don't have another that could be more of an expert in your industry. So a lot of people don't know about the resources.
And is that part of like the Investing in America agenda, where people really kind of have to know that, hey, look, this administration, this government is actually here to help? Usually when the kind of the famous line, I'm with the government, I'm here to help, but you actually
we mean it.
you do mean it in this sense for these small businesses who actually do need a helping hand.
Yes.
And when they hear that these programs are available to them, it's got to be eye-opening for some of these people.
And SBA.gov has an incredible resource, including around the investments in America. We just launched yesterday a digital hub where you can log in and see where there are opportunities for your business, whether that's the energy efficiency, tax credits, rebates, as well as, of course, the infrastructure projects, and so many opportunities for small businesses to plug in.
Yeah, you mentioned infrastructure projects. We see it on the roads all around here, especially in the tri-state area, that are being worked on, and you see the signage that's in place. You also mentioned supply chain a few moments ago, and as they both relate to one another with the tragedy at the Key Bridge in Baltimore. Supply chain issues, how is that affecting small businesses right now? And if it's not affecting them right now, is that something that is on the horizon that they're going to see in the coming months that they're going to need help with?
It was definitely a broader regional hit. It was one of our key ports. The president wanted to leverage the full resources of the federal government, and we saw recently the Unified Command announced that by the end of the month, they should be able to open a channel so we can get some activity back in that port, which was huge news for the small businesses. But yes, we had SBA assistance ready on the ground within just a couple days. Those funds are still available if you're in that region, and it's a multi-state area that was impacted and can access low-cost disaster loans from the SBA.
Ms. Guzman, thank you very much. We appreciate you being here.
Thank you.
You got a busy day ahead of you. We appreciate you taking a few moments to stop by.
My pleasure.
Tell us, and all the small business owners out there, or people that are thinking about starting a small business, know that the government is here to help. Thank you.
So much.
Thank you very much.